Well. Some SEC lawyers just got put on the chopping block. They just got fired. I want to talk about that, talk about what's happening in the crypto market here today. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. And there's also going to be a few links, just very briefly. There are some links underneath the channel in case you want to check out Margex. You can start trading cryptocurrencies using leverage. Now, it's not right for everyone. I bring it up though because we do have new people on the channel that maybe are experienced traders or want to start trading, and you can use the link underneath the video, get a deposit bonus. And there's also a link to Blowfin. I made a video yesterday talking about a coin that I was buying called Gummies. This is a coin that I'm not affiliated with in any way. I just bought a small amount, but since then it's up 60%. Now, it's only available on Blowfin. There you can buy it on spot. You can also trade cryptocurrencies on leverage over on Blowfin if you're interested. And last thing, there is a link to CoinW as well. CoinW, the third link down there in case you want to trade cryptocurrencies. You can trade spot, you can trade on leverage as well. And when you trade on CoinW, you do get access to a trading group that you can't get really anywhere else. It's private except for you, and it's free. They give trading signals, they give free trading courses and live streams and setups and everything like that. So definitely check those out underneath the video. Now, the crypto market is looking good here today. You can see Bitcoin making another move up, going from about 64, maybe 65, up to almost 67. This is when we had a pretty decent day in traditional markets, but started off a little bit rough. The traditional market was a little bit rough, yet Bitcoin was still up. Now, there are some altcoins moving up as well, as I showed. Gummy up a lot, but even Solana, I talked about how I was dollar cost averaging. HEALGO flashed, which link to HEALGO if you want it, but it flashed green on the daily, which means to dollar cost average in. And we went long on that position. Now it's up significantly. It's a good day to be an investor. Pretty much if you're investing in crypto, today has been a good day. This is something that I pointed out yesterday. And it was pretty right on the money. Bitcoin futures perpetual funding rate. So basically it flipped negative. This is something I covered in one of my videos yesterday. It flipped negative, which means that people are paying to go short, which means the market is overly bearish, which typically means that the bears get wiped out. And that's what we saw today. Bulls push it up, or whales pushed up the market, liquidated a bunch of shorts. This is kind of similar in reverse too. Like when too many people go long, whales wipe out the longs. They start taking profits. They sell significantly. So that is something that you should always pay attention to. You can see here that the perpetual funding rate spiked, and then right after that we saw a dump. So it can be the same thing in reverse as well. So you want to pay attention to that. That can be an interesting indicator for future movements. Now it's not always right, but when we get too greedy, when anyone gets too greedy, typically they get wiped out in crypto. We did also get some news just now. Venezuela looks to crypto for oil sales as sanctions return. Apparently, they're going to use Tether pegged to the US dollar. They're seeking to hasten the use of digital currency for oil export transactions to avoid having revenues from oil sales frozen in foreign bank accounts. This is according to Reuters. Now, Dylan LeClaire points out something interesting. Yeah, that sounds great until USDT is frozen by Tether in cooperation with the US federal agencies. So maybe you want to use Bitcoin. Now, of course, there comes some price volatility, but typically the price volatility pushes the price up over enough time. I'm not sure they're going to be doing that, but there are ways of transacting using Bitcoin that allow you to get in and out of crypto very quickly. There are a lot of payment transactions or payment solutions that allow you to do that. So I would not be surprised if some countries do that in the future. We already know some countries are using crypto for payments in large amounts, and you can do that using something like Lightning, especially when you're talking with really large numbers there. Now, we just got news as well about multiple SEC lawyers resigning following sanctions from a crypto case. It says here, multiple SEC lawyers are forced resign after a federal judge sanctioned the agency for false statements and abuse of power in a crypto case. Lawyers Michael Welch and Joseph Watkins represent the SEC in their case against Digital Licensing Inc., aka DebtBox. They stepped down this month after an SEC official told them they would be terminated if they stayed, according to sources familiar with the matter. Federal District Court Judge Robert Shelby ruled that the regulator's lawsuit against DebtBox was marred by false statements and misrepresentations. Furthermore, he and the court ruled that the SEC was abusive in their power throughout their investigation into DebtBox. Judge Shelby decided to sanction the agency for abuse of power in March. The SEC's head of enforcement has since apologized for their actions. In July, the SEC accused DebtBox and their executives of defrauding investors of at least $49 million. While Judge Shelby immediately sided with SEC and forced the company to freeze its assets, he eventually found that the regulator made materially false and misleading representations. Thus, he changed his mind and incited the sanctions. However, the Utah crypto firm was put into receivership. Now the SEC's lawyers are stepping down, submitting defeat after their arguments against DebtBox deemed false. For example, Welch told the judge that Utah-based DebtBox was closing bank accounts and transferring assets overseas. The court, however, found this was false. An SEC investigator later said that a miscommunication led to this error, and Welch then apologized to the court. Since stepping down, the two lawyers have yet to comment publicly. Now, this is coming at an interesting time. Just a few days ago, actually, Gary Gensler thanked everyone for his time in the SEC. It was kind of a weird tweet, but a lot of people thought he was resigning. Now, he didn't actually resign, but it does make you wonder, because we have seen him absolutely get grilled. The SEC has gotten grilled in multiple crypto cases, not even the ones presented in this article, for gross misconduct, for abuse of power. And I think that's going to continue. They continue to go after crypto companies, and of course they're going after other companies as well. But we happen to continue to hear about the crypto companies. But it does make you wonder, right? Is that possibly on the horizon for someone like Gary Gensler? Now, that would be some good news. I think that would be good news for the crypto market. I will say one thing that people are paying attention to, Mr. 100. Mr. 100 did sell some Bitcoin here today, 1,000 Bitcoin. Some people are like, why the heck would he sell? Well, this is something that he or they do from time to time. You can see back like 2 months ago, they did the same thing, but then they went right back to buying. And actually, if you start from the beginning of this month, they've still added about 5,000 Bitcoin, even with this recent sell. So I wouldn't be too worried about this. I think they continue to maybe test liquidity or just take some profits here and there, and then they literally get back to reinvesting within a few days. So let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Let me know what you're doing in crypto right now. Are you buying? Are you just waiting? You know, we are in this nice little channel here. We're at about the midway point. A lot of people think we're going to break out to the upside, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much. Again, there are links to CoinW, Margex, also Blowfin underneath the video. I'll see you in the next one.